Well, I am, I hope, live. And as I described in the description box, um, I have already done my vocal warm up and workout today. I walked the dog and I've taught, and I have been writing like a mad woman on the upcoming pilot program that we're launching, starts April 1st, Voice 180, a transformational program for motivated singers who want to seriously improve their voice in 6 months. Um, and I just started, my neck started locking up and my upper back started feeling super tight. And I started doing yoga for it because I want to be able to still continue to sing and write today. And it felt so good. And I promised you I'd be live every day. I thought you might actually be interested in doing it too. So maybe you are like me, working and teaching, moving and grooving, singing, and things start locking up and maybe you feel tense. I confess to you, I feel some anxiety. I shared a little bit about that yesterday in a live that I did. And so I think that anxiety is translating itself into my body physically. So join me. I'm just going to do some stuff. And even if you were all right today, this will make you more all right. And hopefully for me, it's going to loosen me up and help me relax. Y'all, I just had half a glass of red wine to try to help my body just relax. And it's, what time is it? Come on, watch. It was about 1 o'clock when that happened. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So I am going to roll down, starting with my head, vertebrae by vertebrae, or vertebra by vertebra, depending on who you are and how you pronounce it. So I'm going to start with my head. I'm going to not just tilt my head down and then roll down one at a time. Slowly, slowly, slowly letting my head and shoulders be completely relaxed. Everything completely relaxed. You may not be able to go this far. You go as far as you can go, friend, okay? Not a competition. Let your hands just hang. Let your head just hang. Let your shoulders completely relax. Let your arms completely relax. If you need to put a bend in your knees, do so. I've already, like I said, I've been somewhat active today and I've already done some stretching. I stretch every morning when I wake up, and I do a very brief 6 or 7 minute little aerobic ditty that includes some stretching. While you're here, shake your head no. Slowly, intentionally, mindfully letting it relax into that motion. Nod your head yes. Feel if there's any tension. Don't push, but feel it and kind of lean into that, so to speak. Lean into those little tiny stretches. Now we're going to slowly roll back up. Okay, slowly. Let your head come up, the very last thing. Very last thing. Oh, I feel that right in my cervical spine. I'm going to raise my arms up. I'm going to keep my eyes closed. Feel free to do the same. I'm going to aim my eyes toward the ceiling, toward my hands. I have my hands, my fingers clasped and my palms facing up. I'm letting my head fall somewhat backward without just falling willy-nilly in a controlled type of fall. I'm going to plug my shoulders back in. They were starting to hunch up by my ears. I'm going to plug them back in, keeping my shoulders down and away from my ears. Making sure that I'm protecting my back by not letting my back sway too much. I'm going to go into cactus arms. You know, I love those cactus arms. Thank you, Sean Vigue. Love it. A lot of people do cactus arms, but I got it first from Sean Veig at Sean Veig Fitness. That guy's awesome. Highly recommend him. All right, bringing my arms back down. Everything's going slow for me because of this weirdness in my upper back. I'm gonna do big shoulder rolls. I'm gonna be really intentional about stretching between my scapula and stretching the front of my chest as I roll my shoulders back. I'm using my elbows in this, letting them kind of guide the motion, but also letting the shoulders do the work as well. Whoa, feel it is so tight between my shoulders, crazy tight. Okay, and you can see I'm also kind of bending forward and backwards. I'm gonna reverse the motion. Oh, I might need to go see the chiropractor. Oh, I think I'm going this week anyway. Ooh, okay. Good old Inspire Chiropractic here in lovely Chattanooga, Tennessee. Those are my peeps. All right. I'm gonna raise my arms once again to a full stretch upward, fingers clasped, palms are facing toward the ceiling. I'm gonna let my head go up my chin. What I'm really doing is pointing my chin upwards. I'm not really letting my head fall backwards. I'm pointing my chin upwards. It's a bit of a different motion. Also making sure that I'm not letting my back go into a sway back. Not super arched. Going back into my cactus arms. Okay. Bring everything back into alignment. Going into mountain pose. Okay. Engaging everything. Palms are facing slightly forward. For true mountain pose, your toes are together, your heels are apart. You have the string thing coming out of the crown of your head so that everything is going upward, but your chin is not. As I tell my singers, you want your chin to be at conversational level. If you wouldn't have a conversation with your chin up like that, don't sing like that and don't do mountain pose like that. If you wouldn't have a conversation with your chin tucked into your chest, don't sing like that. And mountain pose doesn't go like that either. Your chin is just forward, just normal. Keep your legs engaged. Keep your arms engaged. Keep everything lengthening upward. At the same time, root down into the ground. This should be a very active pose. You're not just standing here. Everything's active. You're grounding into the ground and you are reaching toward the sky. Now I'm going to take a few minutes just to breathe with that constricted breathing, yogic breathing. Okay. You can do the same. You can see, maybe, that right now, like everything is kind of up here. It's part of my issue today. So I'm going to let it go into diaphragmatic breathing, very relaxed down here, so that my diaphragm is able to drop and my pelvic floor is able to be involved. Oh, yeah. It's so weird how these little changes make huge differences. Let your rib cage be free, let it expand, and then fall as you exhale. Expand as you inhale, fall as you exhale. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Arms are gonna go back up. Clasp fingers, palms facing up, chin pointing up. Don't let your back sway too much, but I am gonna do a little back bend. into cactus arms. I'm gonna roll my head down again. Go down vertebra by vertebra. I'm gonna separate my feet to hips width distance apart. I'm gonna go into ragdoll. So you kind of cup your elbows and just let everything hang. Especially don't hold on to your neck, don't hold on to your head. You might sway side to side. I know I am. It can be as gentle or as rocking as you want. Do what feels right to loosen things up, and yet also stay relaxed. Now I'm going to shift my weight, toes to heels. This just seems like a good thing to do right now, and I'm not following any kind of strict practice. I'm just trying to bring relief to my upper back and cervical spine. Now I'm going to do a half lift. So my hands go on my shins. I have a flat back. My head is forward, my gaze is down. I'm going to put my hands on the floor. If you're able to do that, awesome. I'm going to put my right palm down. I'm going to keep my hips level, but I'm going to raise my left arm to the sky. The twist comes from above the waist. You should feel this in your obliques and your lats. Woo! That feels good. So good. Now I'm going to breathe in and out. Left hand comes down, plant it, right hand goes up. Hips stay level, twist comes from above the waist. Now I'm going to breathe in and out. Hand goes back down. My right side was a ton tighter, so I'm going to do left hand up in the air one more time. Okay. All right. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to roll up. Head comes up last. Let the blood go back where it needs to go. Arms are going to go up. Cactus arms. Arms down by sides. All right. I'm feeling a little better. Not 100%, but I got to get back to what I'm doing. I feel a lot better actually. So I hope you do too. And I hope that you have a great day singing, working, playing, creating, whatever it is that you're doing. And thanks for joining me. And I hope this was helpful.